Okay. I think we're live. 1, 2. Countdown for 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so welcome. It is Saturday. I love Saturdays. I like to cycle Zwift. Do something long, non-structured. If the sun was out, I'd be outside. So this is not a podcast, but if you want to call it a podcast, you certainly can. I'm doing stage 4, Tour of Watopia. Usually I've got an agenda. Today, I think I'm going to talk mostly about my Zwift setup. So you get to see my Wattage Cottage. Talking anything cycling, anything about bikes if you've got any questions. There'll be some chapters once I do some editing after the stream. And whatever topics I talk about, you can just jump to the chapters. Mostly I'll probably talk nonsense. I might be talking about different things that I'm training on. Probably going to moan about my legs being stiff. Usually I do a warm-up. I spent my warm-up time prepping for this stream, so I've got some pictures that I will click onto. For now, I'm just going to do a bit of fast spinning, get these legs warmed up. I am actually on the Canyon Air Road with the new wheels that I got last week, maybe the week before. So it's a chill Saturday. Chill. If you're live, post a question, ask me anything. If you're watching this on the replay, post in the comments. I check regularly. I'm not big enough to have so many messages that I can't reply. So you'll likely get an instant reply. And if you like the content, you know what to do. Give me a subscribe. Like the video. Thumbs down the video if you don't like it. But most importantly, tell me why you don't like it, or what it is you do like about these Saturday live streams. Ooh. So I'm gonna get warmed up. It's been a pretty light week actually, so I've been busy at work, and you get to learn a little bit about the Black British cyclist. On the agenda today, I guess I'll tell you about my week, what sort of cycling I've been doing, where I am with my weight and fitness. Whew. I'll also, what else? Nonsense. Yeah, so what I'm thinking of Tour of Watopia so far. This is a new stage. I think we are, I don't know where we are actually. I know I picked Group B. Group B, the other one was like 54 kilometers, and whereas I don't mind doing a 54 kilometer ride, probably takes in Box Hill, Leaf Hill, Keith Hill, Fox Hill. Probably looking at about 2.5 hours of cycling there. Don't really have the time for that, but I will show you the Fox Hill. One of the hills in Surrey. So I'm pretty certain the Olympics, when we had the Olympics, you know what, 2012 was so long ago. It's the route they took. It's one of the most popular cycling routes over here in England, the UK. I'm going to be doing a real world versus Zwift comparison. Nearly said Zwift companion. A real world versus Zwift comparison of the London routes, focusing mostly on Box Hill. So we're going to head down to Box Hill. We've got Tim, Infected Tim. Obviously we stream over on Twitch normally. You can find all of us there, Zwifting, cycling, talking, doing crazy gains, raising money for charity, all while we cycle. Probably round up a few others as well. I'm going to see if I can get Com Hunt to join as well, Ezekiel, a few of the other people over on TikTok. Yeah, I guess that's one of the good things about cycling online. There are no real borders. Get to cycle with people in different countries, different locations. And the best thing about this is some of us live in reachable distance. Got loads of beautiful roads and routes over here. England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. So it's nice to get some IRL meets. So I think that will make a good video. Shame I can't do it live, but I'll be doing on the Ribble Endurance, the race bike that is spec'd for speed. It's just over 8 kilograms heavy, actually 8 kilograms light. And no doubt Tim's going to be taking his blinged out bike. Yeah, so we're hit all the hills. I think there's one hill that's got 20, maybe 20% gradient. That'd be fun. I'll be glad I'm on the lighter bike with the full carbon wheels rather than some big heavy London Burris bike. Imagine that. Actually, that actually might make quite a fun video. Fox Hill on a Burris bike versus, you know, I'm sounding like GCN. GCN better start panicking. The Black British Cyclist, not a podcast. Start doing some outdoor stuff. Link it to the Zwift. Anyway, I'm waffling. So, I've never actually ridden the Surrey Hills. Down to London. That'll be quite fun. And somehow I'll try and do a consistent ride on the Zwift version. See if the scenes look the same, the hills, the gradient. Does it still feel the same IRL as Zwift, or how close is it? I've got no idea. What do you reckon? Do you think it would be the same? I would say that I'd just be looking to do some standard paces, but when Tim's here, Tim always pushes me to sprint or to push that harder. Although that's what you need, really. You don't make gains by chilling. So I'm going to put this lock screen on. My first fan's kicked in. I guess I'll probably start talking about the Wattage Cottage once I'm warmed up. Then I've got a second fan in front. They're all on smart plugs. So I don't even need to do anything. They just kick in. Maybe it's time for me to fire off this draft. Ooh. Right, and might talk a little bit about Turbotrainers. Guy's stuck. Woo. Okay, I think I might fire off my draft now. Or up the hill. Oh, Saturday. Is it normal to have this much energy when you're about to face that hill in the distance? Right. As soon as this companion app. Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong. Oh. No, not that one. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. There it is. Oh. I reckon I'll start talking on the hill. Yes, fan number 2 is just kicked in. Whew. Should we kick off with making your Zwift experience hands-free, so you don't have to worry when you've forgotten your fan. Don't worry about getting hot. Zwift essentials. Let's go. Towel, of course. Mop up that sweat. And what you don't want Oh. So. Okay, what you don't want is your sweat dropping onto your phone. Got my phone just tagged there on the handlebars, hitting the stop button, doing a mad hill climb. Sweat's just dripping off you. Drops onto your touch screen. Starts pressing buttons that you don't want it to press. So grab a towel and at least one fan. Now I have 2 fans, big 18-inch fan, just to the left of me, give me like a side blast, and a really powerful air mover, like a headwind type fan in front. And I have both of those fans on smart plugs. In fact, I have an automation with the smart speaker that starts with an A and ends in Alexa. And I give it a command, so I go start workout, turns on the turbo trainer, turns on these front 2 lights, the main light, puts my phone into do not disturb. I don't want to be giving away my notifications when I'm streaming. And then the first fan will kick in after 5 minutes, and the second fan kicks in after 10 minutes. What else does it do? Yeah. And I've also got some voice commands where I can go chill and it will turn on the fan for like 5 minutes, but I don't tend to use that. Once my fans are on, they're kind of on, and that's it. Now this KOM is epic, crazy epic, goes on forever, but I don't think we're doing that route today. Yeah, so that's how I integrate these smart features. I've also been able to get hold of the Zwift API data. If you're a programmer, you'll know what that means. If not, Zwift basically have your data, your stats, like your distance, speed, level, and you're able to get that information. And I've actually integrated that into my Home Assistant. So if I open my Home Assistant, I can see all these settings for Zwift. So right now it'll be showing my speed, the level that I'm at, that I'm actually Zwifting. And I can also use that to program different automations. So I can have it so if a command is that I'm Zwifting, Turbotrainer is on, and then if the temperature in this room goes, say, above 21.3 now, so let's say I have it to go above 22, then one of the fans will kick in, making your Zwift setup even smarter. Right. Let's show you a little bit more of my setup. We have, see if this works. So the bike that I'm currently on, I'm on a Ridley Carbon road bike, pretty much stays on here permanently. Cost about £1,000. It was down spec from the original Ridley Fennec. So instead of having Shimano 105, they just downgraded it to Tiagra. Some really standard aluminium wheels. Great bike, light as hell. I think it's about 7.6 kilograms with the pedals. Great bike, I absolutely love it. My first road bike. I had to be shown how to work the gears. I've never been on a road bike. So I got this bike 2.5 years ago. My Turbotrainer, that's the bit under here at the back wheel, comes off the bike and then the bike attaches to this Turbotrainer. I'm on a Direto Elite. Paid £800 for it, but in the middle of lockdown, or at the start of lockdown. I think they're back down to about £600. Now, it's about middle of the price range. Obviously, if you want to go for Wahoo, they are probably about 30-35% more expensive, but it does the same thing. I've had no issues with this, apart from sometimes you get some fluctuations in cadence, but I have a cadence sensor on here anyway, and I do have power pedals that have their own cadence sensor, so I tend to connect Zwift the power source as the pedals rather than the trainer. Right, what else have we got? So yeah, pedals. These pedals are Asioma. They're the duo, so there's a power meter on both sides. Now what I love about these pedals is, as well as giving you really accurate power data, connected it to my Garmin head unit, and the amount of data you get, oh, I'm a data nerd. So you get cadence, you get everything else that you normally get, power, etc. I can even see the power phases of my pedal stroke, like the different quadrants. I can see where my foot is on the pedal in terms of the offset and the balance, if I'm more to the left or more to the right. It will also tell me if I'm in the saddle and out the saddle, so seated and not seated. And you can go into the app, Garmin, and you see all that breakdown of data, and it is like a nerd's wet dream. These pedals were about £680, about as much as the Turbotrainer. Now you don't need power pedals. Cheaper ones or more expensive ones, you can also get a power meter that's in the crank. Won't be as accurate, and typically they only do one side. Well, I wanted to have a dual power meter, because I do have a ankle injury where I tore off my ligament, so I had to have that reattached. I wanted to see if that had any effect on my the amount of pressure and my pedal stroke. So I can't really run anymore because of my injury, but cycling's fine because there's no impact. Turns out there's not much of a difference, so definitely worth getting those pedals. They're my pedals. I do use a cadence sensor, although I tend to swap it onto one of the different plugs that I've got, but that's just a Wahoo cadence sensor. Uses Bluetooth and Ant Plus connections. Heart rate monitor is also Wahoo. It's a bit of a theme here. The Wahoo seems to be the most compatible with everything, so, and pretty much all manufacturers will make sure that their software, firmware, etc. works with the Wahoo. So Wahoo, Garmin, I just thought it's worth paying a little bit more. Buy right, buy once. This was about £40. Do your euros or dollar calculations, and I've had it ever since I started Zwifting 2.5 years ago. They use those little 2030 batteries. They last anything between 2 and 4 or 5 months. I do have this on around about 5 or 6 days a week, waiting for workouts and waiting on the bike. What else have we got? Yeah, heart rate monitor. Okay. So yeah, so when I'm connecting my Zwift, I tend to only use Ant Plus. For me, it's the most stable connection. I used Bluetooth when I first started. In fact, when I first started Zwifting, I was using an iPad, my ironing board as a table. Then when I decided to get this laptop, which I'll go into next, had a few connection and software dropouts. Ant Plus seems to be the most reliable. I do have an Ant Plus dongle and the extender, but literally my laptop is literally half a metre in front of the bike, so no more than 1.5 metres away from the actual Turbotrainer, and that seems to work just fine. Shoes, these lovely white boys, you can see on. I'm going to say bad boys. I said white boys. Sounds like I'm being racist. I'm not. Anyway, so these are Mavic. I bought these from the shop that I got the bike from. I love to support my local bike store. I think I paid about £80 for these. It was reduced from about 120. They have the Look Clio cleat fitting. So for road bikes. And the fans. I mentioned the fans earlier. Big 18-inch fan on the floor. Really powerful one in front of me. The air mover was, I think it was around about £70. The discount hunter that I am, I searched online. Found myself a discount code. I got about 15% off or 10% off. And the other one was like £42. Money well spent. You want to know how much energy I use on my fans? I do have a short video. You can find it in my Everything Cycling playlist. Might also be in the Zwift bits. Doesn't cost me that much actually. I think I used 12 kilowatts of electricity all of my fans for the entire year, including cooling myself down for summer. Oh, okay, we're back on mountain bikes again. Mountain bike. So that's the pretty much the overview of my setup. Didn't mention the mic, did I? Probably going to be in the next okay, right. Some more stats. Here's my current stats. FTP of 221 watts. I do need a new FTP test though. I'm probably slightly higher, although I've been riding a little bit inconsistently. My max heart rate, 191 BPM. Yeah, definitely during the race. My resting heart rate is usually about 48 BPM. The max sprint I've done is 1,214 watts. That was on Zwift. I'm sure outside I could get more, although probably wouldn't be ragging the bike as much as doing indoors because I don't have to worry about what's in front of me or falling off when I'm indoors. So I'd probably say that's about accurate. Furthest distance that I've cycled in one go, 101 kilometres, although that doesn't include the Everesting. That was actually doing the 4 horsemen in Zwift after about 6 months of joining. Highest climb, well, I did a virtual Everesting, so that was like 8,848 metres of climbing up the Zwift 8 3/4 times. And I did that on New Year's Eve. That was a great experience. The fastest speed I've done in Zwift, I did get the 100 kilometre badge. That was going down the radio tower. Pretty certain I was on a TT bike, nice and heavy, and most likely used the aero power up. Yeah, that's how it's done. Ride on, Brian. Ride on. To be fair, I've not given any ride-ons yet. Where else are we? My weight. I'm a little bit heavier than I have been. The winter and the Christmas extra indulgences haven't been shed yet. Also, I've not been cycling as much as usually am, but I'm 79 kilograms as we sit here today. Coming down from 81 over the winter. I think actually I've been up to 82, but don't tell anyone. But that doesn't really concern me. I live a life of intermittent fasting. Pretty balanced diet. I don't eat too much crap, and yeah, once I'm cycling back up to 4 or 5 days a week and doing my workouts, that calorie burn takes care of all that. My ideal optimal weight when I'm doing this is about somewhere between 77 and 78. So I'm not far off, like £4. It's nothing. Anyway, my height, I am 5'9", or 175 centimetres. My body fat, as of this morning on my scales, 11.4. I usually sit just above 10 without having to starve myself or do anything really hard to get the weight down. And I hold no judgment over what other people do, but I choose to not take any supplements or anything unnatural. I'll just do me. You can do you. This is how I think I live a healthier and happier life. Right. More equipment spec. The laptop that I'm streaming on, I do need to get a new laptop actually. I'm going to build myself a dedicated streaming laptop so I can run Zwift on one machine and just stream from the other. That will reduce my computer crashes. But the current computer or laptop I've been using for about the last 2 years, I'm on a HP Pavilion 15. There's the spec there anyway, so it's full HD gaming laptop. It's got the NVIDIA graphics card, dedicated 1600 Ti. I did upgrade the RAM from 8 to 16. Didn't really solve the crashing problems, but it's definitely given me better processing speeds. And I do like to run the Zwift game in 4K, stream in 2K, so you guys get the best experience that we get. The BBC in all its glistening glory. What more could you ask for? Right, the microphone. Hope my voice is coming through nice and clear. I'm using a toner condensing mic. Maybe I'll upgrade actually. This was the first mic. I thought I'd get an upgrade eventually, but if you're liking the sound, that was around about £50 when I bought that. Laptop was 900. What else have I got? Software. So I stream using the OBS Studio with the add-on of the stream elements, and I also use Triggerfire for extra chat engagement when I'm streaming over on Twitch. Lights, main light, all LEDs, some spotlights, LEDs again for some focus lighting, and I have solar panels on my roof, so pretty much most days I'm generating free electricity. I store that in my storage batteries so I can use that while the sun's away. So right now it's 9 degrees, slightly cloudy. I have made some generation. I am still the green British cyclist, streaming on green energy. Right, I think I need to take a pull. Thank you, dude. Which is great. Streaming for free, Zwifting for free, electricity wise, and making gains. Right, so that's my setup and my spec. Let's here's my Rockerplate. Let's jump straight to the Rockerplate. So my Turbotrainer and bike sits on this Rockerplate. You can buy one of these with the fore aft and the side to side movements. Cost you, I think, somewhere between £200 and £300, maybe a bit more. I built this myself for £100. Again, I have a video. You'll find it in my playlist. I'll add it in the description at the end. But yeah, so I built this myself. There will be a longer video eventually. I'll be making it. Just one of those things where you plan to make a video, then you're doing so much cycling, you don't get a chance to. That was so much fun making. I got the instructions for I watched the video online. I need to remember his name. Anyway, if you are interested in making your own Rockerplate, I'm happy to share the spreadsheet that has all the parts. If you're in the UK, I've also listed the suppliers where I got the parts from and the links. Feel free to use that. Full credit to the original author. I've just added my tweaks to it. Now, you don't need a Rockerplate to cycle in Zwift. Just makes it a bit more fun. Gives it a more realistic feel, especially like when you're sprinting like you would IRL. So fire off this boost. This is the sort of route that's perfect for when you want to do like a slow grind. Slow grind. Right, okay. Let's get rid of that Rockerplate. Let's take a look at the old Wattage Cottage. There we go. So this is the view behind here. Coming side on. My spare bedroom, and here's my setup. So what you can't see in front, although I do have two monitors since that picture, you can see the monitor stand. Two monitors. I've got the YouTube streaming screen to the right. Sometimes I put the chat screen there as well. Zwift is on the monitor that you can see on the picture, and the laptop's just in front, and that's where my OBS streaming software is. So everything's like to hand. Little mini keyboard with a magnet holder on the bike frame. It's almost like my stream deck. It's a keyboard. You can see the bike sat on the Rockerplate, and just to the left, so just above, is the side camera. Hello, side camera. Bike cam. First cam comes from the laptop, side cam from over there. You don't need all of this setup to be Zwifting. All you need, really, you can Zwift from your phone. I started with an iPad. Obviously a bike attached to some form of turbo trainer, a wheel on, or direct drive. I'd recommend going for direct drive if your budget can stretch. And if you are streaming, obviously a laptop or PC capable of streaming while also running the Zwift platform. No camera is fine, although I think people want to see your face, see what you're doing. I did start with one camera. If the first thing you buy when you are going to start streaming, make that be a decent mic. Your laptop mic isn't going to really cut it.
You want to sound as clear as possible.
Oh, and make sure you got some decent lighting, and of course a fan. So there's me setup. Oh yeah, and you can see my coffee machine in the background. Right, let's do a bit of riding. Bradley Wiggins. I think Brett and Buck. For some reason those two names seem familiar. I may have ridden with these guys in the past. It's nice and chill. We are getting double XP while we're on here on Tour of Watopia. It is stage 4. Mountain bikes, dirt route. They're taking us through all the different flavours of what Zwift has to offer. We've done some hills, done some flats. This is the dirt routes. And I guess it's showing people that different bikes have different strengths and weaknesses. If you was on the normal road bike, there'd be more rolling resistance because of the terrain. So I think you really want to be on a mountain bike or gravel bike if you want here. But unless you're elite, it's not really going to make much of a difference. Although, if you was on a race, bike selection would absolutely be something you'd want to get right. Right, so we are nearly at the halfway stage. 15 for 15. Give it right onto this dude. Boom. 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 Going to show you the Turbotrainer. Let's have a look. There it is, in all its glory. The Direto, I'm sure it's been upgraded since. I think there's an XR, mine's the X. You can also get the Zwift hub, which is maybe that's it. No, we've got Tour of Watopia right now. They're the CEOs. There we go. Oh, I brought out the picture. Right, anyway, so the Zwift hub, they launched the Zwift hub last year. It is a direct drive Turbotrainer. And I think it's pitched at under £500. So there's an alternative you can get. And I think you can possibly get set up with a wheel-on Turbotrainer. Probably cost you around about £200, €250, $250 to $300. You'd need some special attachments like a cadence sensor, what else? I couldn't tell you what else, but you won't have the same experience as a direct drive, but you can still compete, and I think that's the main thing, trying to make it as easy as possible for people to get on. Right, so there's as many choices as you can find, and you can make your own judgment as to which one works better for you. Whew. Okay, we are Tour of Watopia. Let's get rid of that. I'm losing my peeps. Losing my peeps. Fast cadence. Let's get them caught. So, thank you for tuning in. If you're live, hello. If you're on the replay, how you doing? Don't forget to smash the subscribe, yo, if you really want to. Big thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. You've really helped me grow from less than 100 subs to over 600. Aiming for that 1,000. And you guys are getting me there. Awesome, awesome. I was tempted to do a race. There's Zwift Insider, tiny races, as well as Race London. It's a short race. Do you think I should do a race? If you're on live, you have the ability to potentially control what happens next. Make the BBC race. Be like Tim. Race, race, race. So I think I've done this route twice this week, and I've done the C group twice as well. I think this is a nice route if you want to grind. Not about going fast, as you see we're going 16 kilometers an hour, 2% gradient, doing about 2 watts per kilogram. I'm not chilling, I'm just above zone 2 into zone 3. Normally I'd be grinding at about 75, 78 RPM. I want to get through it though. Keep it 2 watts kg. Okay, competition time. As I sprint down this slope, by the time I come up to the top, what kilometers an hour speed do you think I'll be going? I reckon 19. Place your bets. I'll close my eyes so I'm not cheating. Oh, look. Oh, 17. Okay. Not bad though. Did you guess right? Of course you did. Right done, dude. Might wait for Brett to catch up. Share some draft. Whew. We do have a little bit of downhill coming up. No real opportunities for super tuck. I don't even know whether it's possible on a mountain bike. We can try it if you want. Got to get over 56 kilometers an hour, and the gradient needs to be -3 or higher. Is it higher or lower? Is -4 higher or lower than -3? Which way do you go? Thank you for the ride-ons. Thank you. I do enjoy the different routes that you have in Watopia and across Zwift. So before they introduced the Mercury Islands, the expansion, and obviously like New York used to only come around once a year. But I was riding and I was just chilling. I want to take in some nice scenery and imagine more that I'm outside. I would take this route, which leads you to the jungle route, Sand and Sequoias, one of my favourite scenic routes in Zwift. You take some slight elevation up into the hilltops, so there's some gradients of about 4, maybe to 6%. You get some really nice sulphur pools. There's a bit of a volcano to go through, but then you go through all this countryside where there are these gigantic sequoias like trees. Little animals and wildlife in the background. Well done to you for making backgrounds more engaging. So if I wasn't here, I'd be in a gym or in front of a wall on an exercise bike. And let's face it, that's all that Zwift is. I mean, the head unit, Garmin, and the data that it shows, I mean, all Zwift is doing is translating that data to the avatar on screen and displaying it in this virtual world. So much of the thought of this years ago. I'm hooked. They take my $12.99 each month, and I'm happy to hand that over. So I'm going to get a power up through here. This might be an opportunity to do super tuck on a mountain bike. I tried to do it on the tricycle on the last route. Didn't really work. Electrolytes. No power up. Back on the Canyon Air Road. Back onto tarmac. Straight into a climb. 3% gradient. There we go. Let's see what we got. 4%. Big smooth circles. Big smooth circles. Oh, that's one tip. So when I'm riding, I'm not doing a race or a workout, but I'm just still looking to get some endurance, distance in the saddle, something in the legs. A ride like this, I mean, group rides are always my go-to. It's more fun riding with other people, but I'd use this time to work on my pedal stroke. Am I sitting well? Am I making nice, big, smooth circles with the pedals? Going through the 4 quadrants. Was it push, scrape, pull, kick? Probably not quite that order. Pedal efficiently. Drop the elbows. Relax the weight in the shoulders. Just a light grip. Conserve your energy. I know it doesn't matter too much about being aero when you're indoors. Sometimes go to the drops. Drop sweat on your phone. Be aero. Be like the chocolate bar. And just try to correct some of the bad habits that have obviously built up. But we've got a steady 3% for a while. Brett's behind me, still doing about 2 watts per kilogram. Come on, Brett. To me though, this is when the ride just feels nice. 85, 87 cadence, 2 watts per kilogram. Graph, or the graph, nice blue with some green. You could do this all day, and it's like putting a base layer of effort into your workout. Solid base that all your other gains will be built on. Then you can work on your strength, on your sprints, on your 1 minute powers, but not without building a solid foundation of endurance and fitness. What do you reckon? Am I talking crap? Talking sense. 100 meters. We're about to crest this hill. Bit of downhill. You look just above, top right, you'll see the gradients change to -3, -2, -1. Level. I think you guys deserve a demonstration of a super tuck. Let's see if I can do one for you. Gotta be above 56. Not years, kms. And a 3% gradient. Oh, here we go. Tuck tuck. Oh, not quite. Spit off. Trick me. Not as up all my energy. But I knew it wasn't going to be free for long. So back across the super bridge. He's minus free though. 10 kilometers left. Another 40 XP. Yum yum. Here it is. Minus 9%. There you go. Super talk. Talk, talk, talk. Look at those wheels. Aren't they lovely? Meow. That is an actual race shot, isn't it? Gradient's gone. Time to pedal. There you go. Ladies and gentlefolk, the Super Talk. I found someone to potentially draft. Come on, dude. Jump on. Jump on, dude. You got this. Come on, jump on, jump on, jump on. Jump on. No. Is he on? I think he might be on. No. God, I'm pedaling through mud at the moment. Back on the gravel. More resistance. Give me the boardwalk. Oh, yes. Woo. Oh, right. Here we go. It is just tarmac all the way to the end now. Just over 7Ks left. We'll be done just over the hour. Spin the legs to cool down. So next week, I'm probably going to talk about some of the Zwift workouts. I've done about 4 or 5. I've really enjoyed them. It's time for me to enroll into a new one. So we might pick one together, look at the different options, go through some of the individual workouts, see what's involved. And they're free, they're included as part of your subscription. So you're paying anyway, £12.99 for probably $99. May as well use them, I think. If you're next level, then of course there's things like Trainer Road, etc. you can add on. But for a cheapskate like me, if I paid once, I don't want to pay twice. But the gains that I've made and the level that I'm on now has definitely been helped by continuous cycling and of course doing those Zwift workouts. I need to get some draft, double draft, and I'm not drafting. Joet and Kane, coming for your back wheel, grab a wheel. Here we go. You now get to see how to grab a wheel. I'm aiming for the 2 riders in front. I've looked at their watts per kilogram. They were just under 2. I've sped up a bit to catch them up. Now we're falling in their draft. Now my watts will be a lot lighter. Now what I do, so I think I'm a little bit courteous, when I do this, unless I'm suffering, I'll start off and I'll take an early pull. Just to show, yeah, I'm here to get some draft, but I'm also going to share the load as well. So here we go. I'll take an early pull, gear up a bit, up the effort, so I can just brake in front. Drop down again a bit. Now there in my draft. And if I'm lucky, we'll rotate. If we're all going about the same pace, we might as well benefit and share that headwind. So I'm going to go to 57, then let someone else go in front. Here you go, he's going anyway. Thanks, Kane. Fine. I'll stick with Jarrett. Up. New group. Looks like we're finishing this little group. Now you feel like all your energy's come back. You know it's almost over. 5 kilometers, 3 miles, thereabout. On Jarrett. Drafting with strangers make your Zwift ride a lot easier. No need to take all the wind yourself. Find a group that's going about your pace. Either push yourself a little bit harder to stick with them, or lighten off a little bit, or keep going till you find a group that seems settled. If you look on the side just in front to the right, you can see the people around you and the watts per kilograms that they're doing. As long as the numbers are more or less where yours are or where you want to be. That's the group you want. Make your own little bunch, your own mini peloton, and ride efficiently. Some ride-ons, rain down like Oprah. Okay, Kane's back. I mean, this would have been the ideal group to have been with all the way through, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what was chilled? Saturday is a nice chilled ride. I don't really mind. There's no performance going on. It really is just get some fitness, get some distance in, and of course chat to you guys. You're talking to yourself. I know. The replay guys and the one current viewer I've got on at the moment. Hello. 4k left. We've hit the hour mark. Okay, now it's time to guess how many calories do you think I will have burnt by the time I've finished. I know what I'm on so far, but I'll give you some options to guess. Okay, 3 options. You have 450, 650 or 750. Should have said 550, shouldn't I? Okay, and 550 as well. So 4 options: 450, 550, 650 or 750. Give you a few clues. Typically, I will burn on an average pace like this 6 calories, no, 10 calories per minute. Now, of course, I'll burn less like this and I'll burn more like this. But roughly, I'm burning about 10 calories every minute. Any climb coming, time to burn a few more calories. Heart rate climbs. I'll put you out your misery. I'm about to reach something and 50. One hour, 2 minutes in. I'm currently on 650 calories. Just less than 3 kilometers left. Should probably end me at about 670, maybe 680. Of course, there's the afterburn and cool down. Should finish me up on about 700 calories, which isn't bad for just over an hour's workout. That's about one decent sized evening meal. Into the volcano. Last 2k in this volcano, awesome. And I can't even feel the heat because of the fans, 2 fans holding me down. I'm still sweating now. It's definitely hot. The full force of the volcano. Definitely warmed up, although legs are feeling heavy. Lovely ride, absolutely awesome ride. And then you might have noticed earlier I hit my weekly distance goal of 100 kilometres. I've obviously still got Sunday to do, where I may be doing about, probably going to be about 40 or 50. Should end me up with a total 150 kilometres for the week, and it's been a light week. Into the final mile, left baby, left. Kane's back. Normally I'd finish off with a sprint at the end, turn them in a race, but I'm just going to stroll it in all the way to the end. Get a picture with the ride buddies. On okay. To the back of my legs. Do a sprint at 400 metres. It's down to you. My comment 2 viewers. 800 metres. Nothing in chat yet. If I was in a race, I'd be watching the panel and the side, looking for red numbers or someone braking. So Tux has just broke in front. There you go. Woo! That was good. And worth it, I think. I think you have to sprint at the end. It's only fair. Right. So, total calories, 712. I've still got to cool down. Got my heart rate. Settle down, heart. Be still, my beating heart. It is just a Zwift race. It's not even a race, it's just a ride. Whew. So what's the stats? 30 kilometers. 277 meters of elevation. Let's call it 1 hour and 10 minutes. Couple of sprints. I think my heart rate was probably averaging about 150. But have a look when we end this. Thanks for tuning in. Chapters will be on the edits. Also cut out any gap. To be fair, I think I spoke through the whole lot. But I will group the chats, the subjects with chapters. And it has been a pleasure. So if you aren't subscribed, give me a subscribe. Try and get me to that 1,000. If you like this video and you think others will enjoy it, if if they're interested in cycling, fitness, streaming, or even getting into this online cycling Zwift malarkey, I'm probably the person they want to watch. Also check out others like GP Llama, Com Hunt. Everything's photogenic. She makes some really good critical Zwift videos. Who else have we got? Jonathan Crane. He's an actual cyclist racer. He makes some great videos. There are loads of us out here, more so now, making Zwift cycling content. And yeah, so if you don't subscribe to me. If you don't know of those people, check them out. Let's grow this cycling content, get more people cycling. And if you are anywhere near the West Midlands, Warwickshire, Leicestershire, Nottinghamshire area, and you have old children's bikes that are just sat in a shed or a garage somewhere, I would love to collect those bikes from you. I get them cleaned up, serviced, new parts put on, anything that's broken, and then I give them out in the local community. And if you know of anyone, any young person who doesn't have the opportunity or option for a bike, contact me. You can find me on Twitter at Black Cyclist with an S after cyclist, or post anywhere here. At the moment I have 7 bikes which are ready to be given away. Let's get more people cycling. Right, anyway, thank you all. It's time to end this stream and then do my cool down. I will see you all next week. And you can find me live Sunday to Friday over on Twitch. Thanks for watching.